afternoon. Welcome along to another Samsung Live here from the Samsung Studios. My name's Luke Norbury. No, I am not Tyson Fury or Timo Fury, like somebody put in the comments last week. My name's Luke Norbury. Pleasure to be in your company. And it's a pleasure to be joined once again by
Sarah Cole. Oh, I mean, maybe you could be Tyson Fury. That'd be quite fun if you were. Well, welcome to another live stream. We are going to be having a deep dive and a bit of an experience for you guys to have a look at the brand new Samsung Galaxy S26 series.
Yep.
And of course the wonderful Buds 4 series, some amazing devices. You know, we've had 5 devices launched. So much for us to be able to talk about. We'll do some demos for you. There are also going to be some amazing promotions available for you. And you'll find all of the relevant disclaimers in our comments section as well. And speaking of comments,
yeah, well, there we go. Make sure you are liking, make sure you're sharing, getting everybody involved. Make friends in the comments, all right?
Yeah.
And also, talking about those comments, drop any questions you may have throughout the session, and we'll do our utmost to answer them live. But not only that, make sure you're checking on screen for the comments, but also keep your eyes peeled for all of our exclusive offers, because we've got a few happening right now, because this is your last chance to pre-order, okay? So last chance to pre-order, but not only that, we're getting right involved in some fantastic promotions. But first, take a look at this. Cool, right, so a new era of smartphone is upon us. And there's a reason why T3 gave us a 5-star review for the fantastic, the phenomenal Galaxy S26 Ultra. Because, to name but a few, we have got privacy display, which we're going to talk to you about in just a second. But first, let's talk about colours, because you have got the hero colour in your hands right there.
this one, yes, the Cobalt Violet is absolutely beautiful. And all of the colours that we've got on the table and that you can purchase or pre-order, as it's the last time that you'll be able to pre-order, you will get all of these colours, which are actually inspired by the Galaxy. So what you've got here is we have got the Cobalt Violet, and then on the table in front of us, we have got the black.
Yep.
We have also got, as we move across, this one here is an online exclusive with the Silver Shadow.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Hiding it, got it. And then across here we've got another online exclusive. So we've got a Silver Shadow here. We've then got our pink gold.
That's so good.
And then over here we have got the sky blue. But Luke, you've got one in your hand as well that's not there.
I've got the white one.
Yeah.
So it's also available in white and black. So these two just there. So I've got the white one on me.
Yeah.
I've got the black one there. So out of these colours, Sarah, which is your favourite?
Oh, I really like the online exclusive with the pink gold. I love the Cobalt Violet, but I also really like the sky blue. Can I just choose them all?
You can have one for every day of the week.
One for every day of the week. Which one's your favourite?
You know what? It's between sky blue and the pink gold.
Is it?
Yeah, I do like the pink gold.
Yeah.
And also, you'll see in front of us as well the Galaxy Buds 4 series of devices, Galaxy Buds 4 and Buds 4 Pro. And again, an online exclusive in pink gold. So those two together is a phenomenal match.
And at the moment, because one of the colours that you don't see in front of us for the Buds 4 series is actually the white, because it's been so popular. Yeah. Even we don't have them here in the studio, but they've been so popular. But I love the fact that you could match. If you went for, say, the black phone, you could match them with going for the black buds. If you go for the pink gold online exclusive, you could order the pink gold buds at the same time, and again with the white phone as well. So you could get matching buds to your phone, whichever one you want to do.
Accessorising at its absolute most. We're going to speak to you about the Buds 4 in just a second, but first, let's concentrate on the jewel in our crown of mobile devices, and that is the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Okay, I'm doing my hands like that because it is a phenomenal bit of kit. And in particular, we mentioned T3 gave a 5-star review. One of these fantastic standout features on the S26 Ultra only is something brand new, and I believe it's a world's first, Sarah.
It is a world's first. Now this is, as we say, the world's first built-in privacy display on a mobile device, which is amazing because previously you've had to buy a privacy screen protector to put onto your phone. You want to show it to somebody. Of course you can, but you have to turn it at a certain angle. Of course you can.
Of course it's your phone. It's up to you.
Do what you want to do with it, you know. But now you can turn it on. You can turn it off. Also, you can have it set for certain apps. So it could be a case of as soon as you load up your banking app, it will automatically turn your privacy display on. And it's not just from side to side that it blocks the view, it's up and down as well, which I think is amazing. And one of my favorite things is, let's say that you've ordered a present for somebody and you've got it set so that app and notifications is the only thing that will turn on that privacy display in that moment. If you get a notification come through from that app, it will only block out that that notification, which I think is amazing.
Super useful, because like we mentioned, you could be showing your screen, you could be watching some content, but again, you don't want the person to see that particular notification, but they want to still enjoy Netflix or
100%.
YouTube, whatever they're working, and it'll just blank that out. More on that in a second, okay? Because we want to get involved in our first poll of the live, okay? If you're watching Samsung.com or through the shop app, you can interact directly. If not, stick your answer in the chat. So we want to know, how would you use your privacy display on the S26 Ultra? Would you have it always on? Would you hide selected notifications? Would you hide certain applications? Or would you just use it sparingly, occasionally, depending on how you felt?
Depending on what kind.
Do let us know, and we'll get involved. When would you use it?
Oh, see, I think for me, because I love using it for my banking app, I don't think I'd have it always on. Because I really like showing things, like the amount of times I've gone, oh, look at this, it's to you.
Yeah.
But I love having it so it's those certain apps of it. But I also think something we can do with modes and routines, which we'll talk about in just a minute, is having it on at certain times of the day, which I think I would definitely do. What about you?
That is a really good point,
Yeah.
modes and routines. I'll definitely have it on certain applications like your WhatsApp, your banking apps, your emails through work especially. And I just love the fact that actually this morning we're talking about remapping the side key.
Yeah.
So we all know with that quick key, your side key, you can double tap it, it loads up your camera. You can customize that as much as you like across all these devices, but in particular, we're talking about the S26 Ultra, and you can double tap it to turn your privacy display on or off.
Amazing.
So it couldn't be simpler to get involved in. All right, before we get involved in learning about the polls though, let's have a little bit of a video about privacy display.
Can you do this?
Cool, right, so what are people saying? What are the results of this poll? When will they use it, please?
So the results of the poll are saying that 100% of people would use it to hide certain apps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and one of the things actually that we haven't mentioned up till now is the fact that those certain apps, it could be anything that requires a PIN code, a password or a passcode that will automatically trigger that. So shall we show you it in practice?
Yes, please, yeah, especially those modes and routines, because
Yes.
times and locations is key.
So what I'll do first is I'm going to get a close-up of the phone for you so you guys can see the visibility when you've got the privacy display off. So at the moment you can see on the phone until I turn it quite far around is the only time, probably about there I would say, you're not able to see the content of the phone too much. But there are ways we can turn it on. As Luke has already told us, we can remap the phone in the sense of you can do the double press the side key. But if we drag down from the top, which is the way that that I like to use it, at the bottom here you'll see where it says privacy display. Once we tap on that, I can turn on the privacy display. I've also got conditions for turning on. I've also then got maximum protection for maximum privacy protection. I'll show you this in practice first because I'm really hoping, okay, it's turned on. Problem is, because I'm up here, I can't see whether or not it's turned on. So now as I rotate the phone,
Look at that.
you will see, or you won't see as I should say, what is now on the screen. And I just want to show you how difficult it is for me, being up here, I can't see whether or not it is turned on. So that is how good it is. I'm just going to turn it off so I can see it now. Now, what I will show you, when we go into the conditions for turning on, you can then choose what you would like the phone to do. So if we've got it where we've got certain apps, as 100% of you in the chat have said that is what you would want to do, you can select those apps. Then underneath where it says notification pop-ups, if you were to get a notification through from that said app, that notification would have privacy display on, but the rest of your screen would be visible. Just before that, what you'll see is where it says PIN, pattern and password. That is what you'll be able to do when it comes to your banking apps. As soon as you unlock the phone, or don't unlock the phone, as soon as you open the phone, I should say, and you've got a PIN that you need to type in, that will make sure that the privacy display will turn on.
So useful.
So useful. So we've mentioned the modes and routines, so let's show you it in practice. Can't type upside down. So here we've got modes and routines. The first thing we want to do is we want to press the plus button at the top right hand side of the screen. When we do that, this loads up an if this then that system. So if, and then what should we make it so the routine will trigger, Luke? What should we put down as our...
Let's go for times.
Times, okay.
I reckon. We did that recently, but let's stick with it because I think that's going to be a really common user case.
Absolutely.
You want it to set Monday to Friday, 9 till 5 when you're at work.
Let's do that then. So specific time.
Yep.
And we will set it for 9 a.m. And that will be on, so the 9 a.m. every day. Select every day from March 1st.
Yeah, got it.
Done. Then, what it will do is if you scroll down to where it says display, we just tap on display. Right at the bottom, because it is a brand new feature, world's first, we'll then click on privacy display, turn on. And what will happen then is that every single day at 9 a.m, the privacy display will turn on. So when you're at work and as soon as you get to work, it will turn on at 9 a.m. and you won't have to worry about anybody at work looking at your personal phone, which I think is fantastic.
I think it's fantastic. And it saves you remembering to do it as well, because I know we've got it with pin and password, etc., which is great, but it's worry-free. I know it's a particular time, it's on, it's ready to rock and roll without me doing it. And location-based as well.
Yes.
If you work different hours, but you've got an office where you go to, you can set it to that location. So when you get geotag of that location, okay, Luke's at work. It could be different times throughout the day. Luke's at work. Let me turn on privacy display, and away we go. So yeah, available only on these phenomenal bits of kit, the S26 Ultra, which is the reason why T3 have given us a 5-star review. But we are not stopping there with some of the fantastic features as to why we got that review from T3. And shout out to Paddy in the chat.
Yeah.
So say hello to Paddy in the chat, because he told me all about being able to map your quick side key to be able to use privacy screen, and I've been using that since he told me this morning, so thank you, Patrick. So there we go. Right, bit of a reminder, it is the last chance to pre-order. It does end on the 10th of March, which is tomorrow. I should know, I'm going on holiday tomorrow. So it's 10th of March, so get involved in pre-ordering this device, because we've got some phenomenal offers coming up in just 2 ticks. But first, second poll of the stream, okay? If you're watching Samsung.com or on the shop app, you can get involved in selecting these, or do answer in the comments, because we want to know, poll number 2, in which scenario are you most likely to use your privacy screen? Would it working in public spaces, coffee shops, etc., handling sensitive information, or the other one we want to know, handling sensitive information, commuting, working in public spaces, or all of the above? Just want it on all the time. You're getting involved, you're working, you're commuting, you're working in public spaces, you're handling sensitive information. Let me have it on all the time, all right? And that is a reason why T3 has given us 5 stars. So while we're waiting for those answers, Sarah, let's get involved in some brand new promotions, because watch our live streams, and you can use the code LIVES26 to get a free case worth £59 when you buy a Galaxy S26 series of devices. Not only that, when you use that code to get a free case, you'll be entered in to win a pair of 1 in 10 of the Galaxy Buds 4 Pro, or a 1 in 20 shot of winning a pair of Galaxy Buds 4. Okay? Last chance, as mentioned, pre-order before midnight on the 10th of March and get an extra £100 off when you trade in a device, or £50 with no trade-in when you use the code MYS26. That is a brand new offer, all to do with the pre-order ending ASAP. Not only that, if you pre-order now, and we'll double your storage. For example, if you go for a 512, if you go for a 256, we'll double it to a 512, and that is saving you another £170. And get £100 off when you check out with PayPal by using the code PayPal. There are more offers than you can shake a stick at, and they're all phenomenal.
So I love the fact that now you've got that extra £100 with the trade-in, and you can get the case, and you could be entered into the prize to win the buds. It's fantastic, and double your storage.
Double your storage, more memory
for your memories. Every time you say it, I'm ready to rare.
Right, so let's get these poll results, please. That's what we wanted to know in the poll. What scenario are you most likely to use your privacy screen? Commuting, working in public spaces, handling sensitive information, or all of the above? What are the people saying?
We have got a 50-50 split. We have got 50% of people saying working in public spaces, but also we have got the 50% for all of the above. And I would sit in that category, all of the above. I think it's so useful, and also it's that great thing where somebody, when you're sat and you're doing something, you'll be like, oh yeah, I can just turn it off. Look at this.
Yeah,
I love it.
We love it. Right, so let's check out some of our brand new hearables.
Yes.
Let's watch this video. Lovely, right. A brand new pair of Samsung Galaxy Buds 4 and Buds 4 Pro. We have got the Pros in front of us as well as the Buds 4.
Yeah.
So two different styles, Sarah. Talk to us about the two different styles of buds, please.
Yes, absolutely. So yeah, as Luke said, we have got both different types here. So we have got the Buds 4 in the black across here, and then we have got the Buds 4 Pro. I will give you the Buds 4 Pro because you like that colour. So you've got two different designs with them. So when it comes to the Buds 4, you have got that in-ear design. So it's not got a tip on the end, but we are introducing ANC onto the Buds 4, which I think is fantastic. With the Buds 4 Pro, you have got that canal type, so you have got that tip in there if you need that. I prefer this because it feels more comfortable for my ear shape, but for your ear shape, it could be a case of that you prefer the Buds 4. When we close the box as well, you'll see we have changed the design, and this design makes me think of the Buds 2 case.
Yes.
But with those refinements, with the fact that you can see through into it now, you have got those lines that make sure the buds are securely in the case and they are securely charging. On the back, you've then also got your USB-C and you've also got your quick connect. So as soon as you open the case and you've ordered your newer S26 Ultra, because it's the last day to be able to order the devices, what you'll get is when you open the case, it will show up on your phone and it will say, do you want to connect these buds? And you just press one button on there. So I've mentioned a little bit already about the ANC. Now, when it comes to the ANC, we have introduced it onto the Buds 4. With the Buds 4 Pro, there's another level of it. So it's the enhanced ANC. So ANC is active noise cancellation. So it uses microphones on the outside of the headphones to be able to listen to the noise around you and cancel that sound out. With the Buds 4 Pro, they have another level of that. And then, so let's say you're walking down the street, it will use the microphones to, let's say that there's a bus or maybe there is a siren that's going past you. It will make sure that that passes through to you and you can hear it. So your safety is always paramount, which I think is fantastic. Yeah, it's always very good to know with that. One of the things I will love as well is actually you can use head gestures with these new devices.
Oh, of course, yes.
It's so good. So when you get a phone call through on your Galaxy device, if it comes through to you, it will tell you who's calling. If you're at work and it's your day off and your boss is calling you, shake your head and that will cancel the call. You can, if it's your boss calling you on your day in, you can nod your head and you can accept the call. But I love the fact that you've got that capability in there now as well. And let's not forget, when it comes to AI, if you're pairing one of the Buds 4 series with the S26 Ultra, of course, you have got the privacy display built into this. So let's say you've got your active noise cancellation going through, maybe you're on a work call, you've got your privacy display on, you don't want anybody around you to be able to see it, and you're not going to be able to let anybody else hear what you're hearing. You have got full protection on that. And I know that I use ANC all the time. When do you use it the most?
You know what? If I'm working not at home, I'm in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
I just like having ANC on just to blank out all the noise around you, so you can concentrate on whatever you need to be doing.
Yeah.
Because Costa's, coffee shops are very busy.
Very busy.
And you find yourself not concentrating on your work because you're listening to all the other people's gossip. So I just put it in my ears. I don't necessarily play any music or listen to any kind of movies or whatever. I just have ANC on. Yeah. Just blanking out the outside world. But keep talking about the buds, and when you go travelling, because you used one of these AI features when you went to Rome last year.
I did. I was quite cheeky with it. So because we've got interpreter on our devices, and there is you can have conversation mode. So if you're in a room with somebody and you want to speak to them in their language, we have a plethora of different languages on our devices. And what we can do is you've got conversation mode. You're ratting me out now, but you've also got listening mode. So what I did is I had my buds in. I used listening mode when there was a tour going around the Vatican, and there was a tour going on in Italian. I selected Italian on my phone, and what I did was I was able to walk behind said tour guide, was talking in Italian, and I had it come through to me and my buds in English. So I'd paid to go to the Vatican, and I hadn't
paid for the tour.
I have paid but the thing is that if you also think, like, if you're in an area, so let's say you are traveling and that you're in a local destination and you're trying to have that conversation with somebody, you have got the interpreter there. But also you've got it so you can make sure that you feel safe around you. Yeah. If you want to know what's going on around you, it could be the fact that the news is on in a different language. All of that, you can, as long as you've selected the language, you've got your buds in, you will be fantastically sorted.
Good story.
Good story.
Real life story, and it's
genuine real life story.
So clever, right? They're speaking in their native tongue, translates directly into 100%. Your ears. So yes, that is on the Buds 4 Pro and the Buds 4, especially when you connect it to one of our brand new S26 series. Right, so another little quick video. Let's check it out. So there we go. We spoke a little bit more about traveling, which leads us on into the next section we want to talk about, Nightography video, okay? Because we've got a new sales speech now called DNA, where we speak about particular settings within our devices. And Nightography video is one of the key points within that DNA, because we take videos, we want to take photos in low light, could be sunset, sunrise, etc., when you're going out for a meal, and all that good stuff. But we've tweaked it and we made Nightography video even better on the S26 series of devices, in particular, of course, the S26 Ultra. Talk to us a little bit about how.
So what we've done on the S26 Ultra is, obviously we've got many lenses on there. We've got lots of different cameras that you can use, but on 2 of the lenses, we've actually opened up the aperture. Perfect. So on these 2 here, what we've done is we've been able to open up the aperture. And what that means is that if you imagine the lens as being the window that lets the light in, and then the aperture kind of being the curtains, so if they are slightly closed, you'll let less light in. Okay. But when you open the windows or open the aperture, you'll be able to let more light in. So minimum, 37% more light is being let in to the S26 Ultra. And what's fantastic about that is, like you said, it could be a case of you're taking pictures, anything that requires low light, if it's nighttime, if it's cloudy. We're in the UK. It was very foggy this morning driving in. We've been able to make sure that we can let more light into it. And because more light is being let in, it means we can get rid of image noise. And image noise is something, when you look at a picture, it looks a bit grainy. We're able to make sure that that is no longer. What also we've done, we've mentioned the ANC, so using the microphones to kind of cancel out any of the actual physical noise that's around you. And we've introduced something called pre-noise filtering, which is very similar, how I remember it, is that it will recognize the patterns that are going across the sensors, and it will help get rid of that. So again, your videos and your photos have never looked clearer in low light situations.
Really, really key.
Yeah, really key.
Fantastic points, because in England, it's not very bright a lot of the time, so a majority of our photos and videos are probably in low light. So it's nice we're combating that with the S26 Ultra and its enhancements to its aperture. Not only that, time for poll number 3, because Sarah's mentioned a little bit about Nightography video. We want to know, have you used Nightography video or Nightography in general on your S series devices before? This isn't brand new to this 26. We've had Nightography on our devices. It's been made even better on said device, so we want to know if you've used Nightography on your S series before. One
thing I didn't mention as well is actually because we've got an AI ISP.
Oh.
Yeah, so image signaling processor. So what we're talking about all these, the fact when you're taking a picture of something. But what I love about these devices, and for the first time we've introduced them on all of the front-facing cameras, so your selfies are going to look flawless. But when you're taking a picture of something, it's able to recognize the different textures, the different tones, the different, you know, my jumper isn't the same texture as yours, but it's able to look at that and make it look the best version of that, but without overexposing, over editing or anything like that. It's so good that we've got that included in there. And with the Next Gen Pro Visual Engine.
Oh, let's just keep going.
There's so much I could talk about.
Yeah, great point. AI ISP, all three of them, 12 megapixel front-facing cameras, and they do look phenomenal. Okay, so yeah, keep answering in the polls, and we'll give you the results after this quick VT. Right then, so, and that is another reason why T3 have given the S26 Ultra a 5-star review. They'll give it more if it went above 5, I dare say, but we've got the maximum 5 stars from T3. Yeah. So let's find out from the polls, have people used Nightography before on the S series?
Oh, we have got, oh, that's fantastic. So we've actually had 75% of people have said yes. So that's amazing, and I think hopefully after hearing about this and you've pre-ordered your device, because obviously today is the last time that you can do it, if you haven't, you know, just to make sure, and don't forget all those amazing promos, you'll be able to try it out and experience it for yourself, because honestly, nighttime videos and photos have never looked better than they have done on the S26 Ultra.
So in keeping with a feature that is available across all three of our S26 series of devices, you talk about the 12 megapixel AI ISP. Let's talk about another new feature across all three of these devices, and this is brand new, super steady horizontal lock mode. So all about horizontal lock using super steady. What does it mean? How do we use it? Because we're using AI to analyze the gyroscope and the accelerometer in your device to keep that horizon, whatever you're videoing, completely flat. Sounds quite techie. Sarah, show us how to use it.
I love that you've explained it, because I can just show it. That was fantastic. So what we'll do is you'll be able to see the phone on the screen, but we're going to open up the camera. So we'll open up the camera, and then first of all, we will go into video. So when we're in video, across the top right-hand side, you will see they've got the flash. We've got the flash. You've then got the kind of the steady mode. You've got how you want to record it, so whether or not you want it in full HD at 60 frames a second, and then you've got your HDR. We're going to click on the little person that looks like they're running.
What's he doing?
Looks like they're running.
Good.
So when I click on that, what you'll see is you've got the person that's got the running with a line through it, then the person that's running, and then next to that, I'm going to click on this one. So you'll see here it says super steady with horizontal lock on. You can, the word horizon, I really nearly said it wrong, is in the name, but it doesn't mean that you have to film it in horizontal. It can be in portrait or it can be in horizontal. So what we'll do is we've got some devices here. So the super steady with horizontal lock is on, so I'll press this. You guys can see that I'm going to move the phone. So I'm going to turn the phone like this and maybe go back, and then I'll return to go back again. And what you'd expect to see, my hand made a debut there, what you would expect to see when you're reviewing the footage is exactly what was on the screen then, everything tilting to the left and to the right. I'm sorry if anybody suffers from travel sickness, because that probably would have been quite, I know I do, that makes me feel a bit funny. But with this, you never have to worry about kind of being travel sick when you're looking at videos again, because I genuinely get that. So what we'll do is I will show you, you guys could see I was rotating the phone, but it has stayed exactly as if that horizon was flat. As I said, if you wanted to be filming in landscape, you would be able to do that. And if you think about, I'm quite clumsy.
Okay.
And I often, when I'm trying to film something, I'll get distracted by something else. So I'll kind of be waving the phone around. And then it could, like, chasing after my nephew.
Yes.
He's about to turn 3 in September, but he's got the speed of an 8-year-old. He's very quick.
He's quick.
So trying to run after him and take a video is really quite difficult, or maybe chasing a dog. Maybe it's a case of you're going out for a run and you're tracking your fitness journey. There's so many different ways that you can use it.
Yeah. Fantastic segue. Time for a new poll, because we want to know when you would use horizontal lock. Would you use it for recording during extreme sports, like your snowboarding, etc.? Would you use it at a live concert? or you're busy dancing,
Nice,
you kind of don't want to get motion sickness from how much you're dancing and jumping around. Or do you record children while they're playing or doing activities around the house, at the park, children, pets, etc. So let us know when you would use horizontal lock the most. Recording during extreme sports, live concerts, recording kids, pets while they're playing or doing activities. And again, whilst you're answering these questions, let's check this video out. So let's find out what people say. When would you use it most?
I genuinely think I would use it for all of the above. I'm not an extreme sports kind of person.
Ever been skiing?
No.
No.
I've been dry slope skiing, but that's...
That counts.
You okay, baby? Then yes. I changed my answer. Yes, I have. I wouldn't say that it was extreme. I was 12. But I would probably say for me, it would be recording my nephew. And I would also say that it's with concerts, because I've booked a couple of concerts coming up, being able to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And having that 100 times space zoom, I can zoom, and because the amount of times when you zoom in, then you think you're starting to quiver. But actually now, because I've got the super steady with horizontal lock, I can zoom in and then I can just make sure it looks crystal clear.
That concert of, where are you going? Hannah Montana?
Hilary Duff.
Hilary Duff. Oh, did she play Hannah Montana?
No, that was Miley Cyrus.
Oh, damn it.
Close, but not quite close enough. What about you?
Well, I've been snowboarding, but I can't say I'm an avid snowboarder to get the most out of it whilst it's extreme sports. I've got a 5-year-old, probably, when she starts riding a bike, I can film that. The weather's getting a bit better when she goes to the park.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. But live concerts as well, I think would be really, really key.
And this is what I love about having it, is that whatever your needs are, whatever you would like to use it for, you've got something in here that is supporting you for what you'd like it for. So, you're chasing your daughter around because she's also very quick.
Yes.
I know, and I'm going to Hilary Duff. Very different styles, but there's something for everybody.
And as well, you mentioned this, we're talking about how you would use horizontal lock. It doesn't have to be in horizontal mode. It could be in portrait as well. So however you decide to start, you can get involved in that. So let's find out about these poll results. When would you use horizontal lock? Recording during live extreme sports, live concerts, or recording children, pets whilst they're playing or doing activities? So
we have got another split straight down the middle. We have got recording extreme sports, and we've also, which is 50%, that's straight down the middle, and then we've also got 50% of people saying recording the family as well.
It's really good.
Fantastic.
Those videos at Christmas time, people video everyone opening the presents. You could do it with it's super steady. Cool. Right. Keeping with our video and some of our new features, horizontal lock using super steady. We've now got log video. Okay. So log video is something that if you're a content creator or you're into kind of being a professional videographer, this is going to tick a big box. Log video. Yes, we've got pro mode when it comes to taking photos and videos, but log video is something quite niche, and I'm going to speak very quickly about our APV codec within this, which was designed by Samsung. So in a nutshell, if you could be a content creator, you might be following the F1 that started last weekend. I'm not the biggest fan, but it's very, very popular. You could spend all weekend, because they go over a weekend, it's like Friday to Sunday. You could spend all weekend videoing on the grid, etc. You could be videoing all weekend that you've got 2 terabytes of memory used with your videos. But with log video and the APV codec, what that basically means is you can shorten how much memory you're using from that 2 terabytes to something a bit more manageable. That means that you could edit it on the move, in your hotel room, on your laptop, without having to deal with such a massive file. But what's really important with the APV codec is the fact that it will become shorter in terms of memory it uses, but you won't lose any of that quality. So you can get involved in horizontal lock, walking around the paddock, I
have no idea.
The pit lane, we use pit lane. Making sure you've got all of that content, you've recorded all weekend, it's 2 terabyte, the file size, it's huge. Don't worry about that, because with log video and the APV codec, you can shrink that right down, more manageable, but it will keep that quality.
Yes. Exactly. And when you are using log video, it's something that cinema creators can't think of what the right word is, but if you are a cinematographer, I got there in the end. So it could be your cinematographer, maybe you want to just be recording your memories, but being able to edit them, you want to create your own film styles. it's a fantastic option for you to have it built directly onto the phone. So I just want to show you how to access it on the device. So first of all, what we'll need to do is we need to go to the camera. And across the bottom, you've got portrait, photo, video, and more. So we need to go towards the more section. And you've got so many different ways that you can take photos or videos on this. You've got slow motion, hyperlapse, everything that you would want to get. But within Pro Video, this is what we need to select. So when we select Pro Video, what you'll see across the top, you can choose this, you can edit it when you're filming if you would like to, because this gives you full control over the capability of the camera. But we want to be accessing log. So across to the very top right hand side, you'll see where it says log. So I'm going to select that. And then what we can see is that actually Luke looks a little bit grayer than he does in real life. I can confirm he doesn't look like this. But when we click, you'll see across where it says LUT, which stands for Look Up Table. Thank you for where's this one as well? Here we go. I'll give you that one as well. So Look Up Table is something where it can do with it. You can do a preview of when it comes to your edit. So if I click on that, you'll see here, so you can preview what your log video will look like after you apply the color correction. This is what's really key and important, is that the reason it looks slightly grayer on the screen is because when it goes into the editing, you have got the option of adding all the colors and changing the colors you want it to be. So we can change it to standard, completely change the color. You can see you've got the white here and you've got the sky blue, really makes that pop. You've got the blockbuster. Again, you can just see, this will just give you a preview. We've got romance and then thriller. It's very exciting. So what I'll do is I'm just going to record this very quickly in Blockbuster, just so that you can see. I mean, you could smile if you'd like to. It's because the camera's been on you for a while.
So now, they're professional filters. You've been through thriller, Blockbuster.
So they're not specifically actually, it's more of a preview. So it doesn't apply it, which is actually a great thing. So you guys could see that I've selected the LUT. It's fine, I've stopped filming now. Then what I'll do is that I've pressed record, but actually what has been recorded looks slightly duller in color because it is a preview. It's not actually what's been recorded. So like we said, whether or not you do want to become a cinematographer, maybe if you're capturing content for social media, so many different ways that you could use this, and it benefits so many different people.
So that being said, poll number 5. How do you see yourself using log video? Some phenomenal examples there. How do you see yourself using log video? To record a short film, on a family holiday, or days and nights out with friends? Because especially with those previews of the thriller and Blockbuster, you can really kind of make your videos pop when you're out with friends. So yeah, do let us know, how do you see yourself using log video? Creating a short film, cinematography, family holidays, or days out with friends? And while you're answering that, a quick reminder, we need to get involved because pre-order ends tomorrow, the 10th of March. March already. So do be quick. We're going to run through some of our phenomenal promotions in just a second, but pre-order window does end midnight tomorrow, the 10th of March. So be quick. When would you use log video?
Oh, I see. I'm tempted because I've never done anything like this before. I might do a bit of a video, like a film. I want to do a short film. Because there's also things, don't forget, we've got things like Audio Eraser, we've got Auto Trim, we've got all these things that we can use on our devices. It's like kind of having a portable editing suite in your pocket. But I'm going to give it a go and go for a short film. What about you?
Holiday.
Oh, holiday.
Family holidays.
Well, you're going on holiday tomorrow.
I am going on holiday tomorrow. You never know. Might create my own little holiday reel in the lads of Tenerife. So yeah, do let us know. That being said, talking about how it fits in your pocket really well, and all of these fantastic features, our thinnest and lightest Ultra ever. And also, I know you've been seeing a lot of videos today, and since it's been announced, but remember, the Ultra comes with the S Pen.
Beautiful,
the S Pen. This is something I can't stop talking about. It's phenomenal. Over 4,096 levels of pressure sensitivity. So you may see pictures of the S Pen, not know too much about it. So it's over 4,096 levels of pressure sensitivity, which means it acts like a real life pen, paintbrush, pencil, anything like that. And that is exclusive to the S26 Ultra as well, which is another reason, I dare say, that T3 gave us that 5-star review, because that S Pen lives at the bottom of the device and it's phenomenal. Thinnest and lightest ever.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, and what I like as well is that, like, when you look at the back of the device, you have got the kind of the unified design across all the devices now. So with the camera housing, it looks like that, and that's, you know, adds into the fact that it is, when you hold it and you've got it in your hand, because of course you're going to go pre-order it because it's the last day to pre-order.
Oh, yeah.
And when it's in your hand, you really can feel the difference, big time. I think it's fantastic.
There we go. Let's find out what people are
Yes.
saying then. When would they use log video to record a short film on a family holiday or day or night out with friends? What the public said.
So it's not quite a 50-50 split this time. We have got 66% of people saying a family holiday, and we've also got 33% of people saying out with friends.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's just me making a little short film.
Just you making a little short film. Well, we can't wait to see it. Tell you what, let's check this out. Right, there we go. Let's wrap this live up. Sarah, remind us about what we've been through today, please.
Absolutely. So we've spoken to you through that world's first privacy display built into the phone. You can turn it on, you can turn it off, you can set it for certain apps, you can have it for your notifications, and via modes and routines, you can also set it for whatever you would like to do, whether or not that's location-based, time-based, commuting-based, traveling home from work-based. Amazing capabilities in that. We have also spoken about Nightography. So we've opened up the aperture. We have got that pre-noise filtering in there, so you can relive that night as if you were there again. And then horizontal lock, of course, we spoke about the fact that you can turn the phone all the way around if you would like to, but you can make sure that horizon always stays steady. So again, when you're reviewing the footage, you can look at it and it looks completely flat. And then log video, whether or not you do want to become a cinematographer, whether or not you want to be filming your family holidays, or whether or not you're out with friends, you can then edit and change all the colorization, all the colors that you would like on that video, because you have got log video built directly into the device.
Well, there we go. And remember, below us, you should be able to see, if you're watching it live on the shop app or Samsung.com, you'll see a link to all of the products right now. Okay, so don't miss out. Shop now, because it is the end of the pre-order window tomorrow. So let's go over some of these phenomenal promotions. Okay, if you're watching us live, you need to use the live streams. If you're watching the live streams, use code LIVE-S26, okay, LIVE-S26, to get a free case worth £59 when you buy any of the Galaxy S26 series. And if you do that, you'll be entered in to a chance to win some of our Galaxy Buds. So a 1 in 10 chance of winning a pair of Galaxy Buds 4 Pro, or a 1 in 20 chance of winning a pair of Galaxy Buds 4. Not only that, remember, last chance, pre-order before midnight on the 10th of March to get an extra £100 off when you trade in a device, or £50 off with no trade-in. Make sure to use the code MYS26. Not only that, if you pre-order, we will now double your storage. More memory.
For your memories.
So you will go from a 256, we'll give you a 512, and that is worth saving £170. Get £100 off when you check out using PayPal, using the code PayPal. And don't worry, everything on your screen, there should be popping up with all these orders, and they will be in the chat comment boxes as well, so you need to write them down. Right, we're going to draw this to a close.
We are.
Remember, the next live is when? I believe it's featuring you and a special guest.
It is. So join us on Wednesday at the 11th of March, and we have got a very special guest, Shinny, fantastic lady. So if you want to find her on TikTok, she's at shinny.mk. Make sure you check her out, and also make sure you come over and join us again at 1 o'clock on Wednesday.
There we go. So keep your eyes peeled on Samsung.com and all of your social channels for details on future streams. And really importantly, you've been watching us today. Thank you so much for that. But if you want to get hands-on with any on all of our latest and greatest technology, make sure you're visiting our Samsung Experience stores. All right, full T's and C's, full range of mobile products. Drop into Samsung KX Experience store. That's located in King's Cross, London, where our Samsung experts are on hand to give you any help you may need and also answer any of your questions. Do not forget, last chance to pre-order ends tomorrow at midnight on the 10th of March. Right, we have covered off a lot there. Thank you for watching us this afternoon. You've been great. Catch you next time. See you guys.
Bye.